Let's see. Turn your mic off. Add it. Oh, crap. Hold on. Stream. Hold on. Why isn't this? Give me a second. Cam, Pro. Why is it not showing? Oh my gosh. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. His camera's showing up, but yours is not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see
I'm just gonna close this really quick. Okay. You're good to start whenever.
All right, good evening to our live streamers and welcome to Celebrating Independence Live, hosted by the Center for Independent Living in Central Florida. I'm Ted Bogert, the creator and the host of The Ted Show with Freedom Mortgage, your MC for tonight. We're thrilled you've tuned in as we've gone virtual guys, and are streaming on Facebook and YouTube. During the next hour, you'll learn more about the impact that CIL, yes, that's Center for Independent Living, is making for individuals with disabilities right here in Central Florida. Community. See, this is what happens when you're live. As well as honoring Orange County Supervisor of Elections, Bill Cowles, with this year's Beverly Chapman Award, and Share the Love, a nonprofit organization, with CIL's Champion Award. We have great ways for you to get involved tonight and support CIL. Just text CIL to 76278. That's 76278. Or go to celebratelive.cilorlando.org. Celebratelive.cilorlando.org. You can browse the silent auction, purchase a virtual key that gives you a chance to win the grand prize, and virtual key sales will end at 7 p.m. and the silent auction will close at 7:15. So make sure you check it out. Also, let us know that you're watching with your comments in our feed using these hashtags. Hashtag Celebrate Live and hashtag CIL Live. All right, tonight's virtual event would not have been possible without some outstanding community partners that are committed to CIL's mission of breaking down barriers. With that being said, we are thrilled to share a message from our presenting sponsor, Orlando Health.
Hello, my name is Holly Muller, and I'm the Chief Nursing Officer at Orlando Health, Orlando Regional Medical Center.
also known as ORMC. I'm thrilled to be here today to be representing our organization. Orlando Health is so proud to support the Center for Independent Living and the efforts to break down barriers and provide opportunities for individuals with disabilities. Orlando Health is a community-based network of hospitals, physician practices, and outpatient care centers across Central Florida. We are home to the area's only Level 1 trauma centers for adults and pediatrics, and we are a statutory teaching hospital system that offers both specialty and community hospitals. One of the programs that I'm most proud of at ORMC is our Institute for Advanced Rehabilitation, which offers a comprehensive medical inpatient rehabilitation program, providing specialized therapies and nursing care for complex post-operative orthopedic patients, oncology patients, and those with other neurologic issues to help them transition safely back to their home environment. The Institute has received accreditation by the Commission on Accreditation of Rehabilitation Facilities, also known as CARF, in stroke, spinal cord injury, traumatic brain injury, and comprehensive inpatient rehabilitation programs. At the Institute, a patient's care team includes physical therapists, rehabilitation nurses, occupational therapists, speech language pathologists, registered dietitians, neuropsychologists, recreational therapists, and allied health professionals and consultants in specialty areas. Using an interdisciplinary team approach, our rehab teams work together to help our patients meet or exceed individual rehabilitation goals at every stage of recovery. We also love collaborating with the Center for Independent Living to make sure that our patients are well connected to resources to help them through the journey ahead. As you'll see in a moment, our team members jump at the chance to volunteer with Center for Independent Living ramp build projects. As I prepare to make my closing remarks, I want to share with you my personal connection to this work and why I'm inspired by the Center for Independent Living's mission. My father incurred a spinal cord and brain injury as the result of a tragic fall down a flight of stairs. This occurred many years ago when I was completing my first year of nursing school. This event transformed my father's life, touched everyone within our family, and impacted my development as an aspiring nurse. My point in sharing this story is that the Center for Independent Living provides an opportunity for individuals like my father to live a full life. The Center for Independent Living and the dedicated volunteers that rally around this mission help tear down walls, both the physical and the invisible, which are the emotional walls that persons with disability face. Center for Independent Living offers hope and literally saves lives. They break down the barriers and transform disability into ability to fully engage in life. So thank you, Center for Independent Living, for including us in this celebration. We truly value our partnership and look forward to the great program you've lined up for us. Thank you.
Orlando Health supports volunteerism within our community. We support helping other people, whether it's in the hospital or within the community. And it feels good to give back. Orlando Health allows us to give back to the community we work and live in. Volunteering is something that Orlando Health supports. I came out to volunteer because it's a team effort. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy helping people in the community. And today has been awesome because not only have we had two great teams of people helping, but you get a lot of satisfaction from having helped an individual who was in need. And so that's why I like to volunteer.
Well, thank you. I'm very, very grateful.
Good job, guys.
A nonprofit organization is only as strong as those who believe in it. And their continued dedication and partnership with CIL, it is safe to say that they believe in the work of CIL. Orlando Health is truly invested in their community and in the work CIL is doing to break down barriers. Annually, CIL helps over 1,500 youth, adults, and seniors through programs and services that provide opportunities for inclusion and keep individuals with disabilities independent. You can be part of CIL's mission. Great, okay. Why were you? I'm next. Hi guys, it's live. All right, so you guys are doing great, I'm told. You're texting CIL to 76278 or donating online at celebratelive.cil.org. For those of you who don't know, CIL has been helping break down barriers and helping community members in over 7 counties throughout Central Florida since 1976, when they opened their doors and arms. Take a look at how they do it.
As the fourth center for independent living to be established in the United States, CIL has been providing services to individuals with disabilities since 1976. As a non-residential facility, our mission is to promote the inclusion of people with disabilities by eliminating architectural, communication, and attitudinal barriers. We work hard to make sure that individuals with disabilities are given the same rights and opportunities as anyone else. We do this by working with the individual as well as the community to remove barriers that prevent equal access and the ability to live an independent life. CIL has 4 core programs. Foundations to Freedom provides a safe and accessible home environment to individuals with disabilities. Home modifications and adaptive equipment give our clients the ability to remain in their homes and access the community around them. Aspire to Hire assists clients in obtaining employment. Clients gain the skills needed through job readiness training. Employers benefit from a wider pool of candidates and create more diverse and inclusive workplaces. Step Ahead addresses the needs of youth with disabilities as they navigate the transition from school to adult life. This program provides both in-school and out-of-school elements targeted to support transition into post-secondary education, vocational training, or employment. Community inclusion helps individuals with disabilities obtain and maintain their independence by providing case management services, including information and referral, advocacy, peer support, navigation of community and government-sponsored programs, counseling and planning services, and facilitate transitions from more restrictive environments back to private residences.
I'm Michael Terry.
And I'm Sharon Terry. And the Center for Independent Living built us this beautiful ramp. Because of Mike's disabilities, it made it impossible for us to get him in and out of the house safely. The ramp gave Mike the ability to go outside, go down the driveway. If he wanted to walk down the street, sit on the porch, he was much more independent and he could get in and out safely. We are so thankful to the Center for Independent Living and the volunteers that worked so hard. They made it possible for Mike to regain his independence.
Over the past 43 years, CIL has helped thousands of individuals with disabilities break down the barriers they face, working hard to create a culture that supports and values disability inclusion. With your support, we will break down barriers. We will create opportunities. We will help those with disabilities live independent lives.
As you can see, CIL has touched many lives throughout Central Florida by providing crucial services like youth transition, employment, advocacy, case management, and home modifications. Now, more than ever, it is important we're keeping our vulnerable populations safe. CIL has found new, innovative ways to continue to serve their clients through the pandemic. While CIL staff work hard to deliver these services, they couldn't without the support of their community partners. For this evening's event, we would like to thank our sponsors. iVenture has been a longtime supporter of CIL, not only monetarily, but also through their employees volunteering. Thank you, iVenture, for your support. A very special thank you to Seacoast Bank, American Access, All In Construction, Celebration Title, Kahachi and Peterson, Senior Helpers, Seni, and Progress Mobility. These wonderful companies support disability inclusion and the mission to make our community accessible and help individuals live independently. Right, CIL not only relies on support from companies, but also individuals. That's why we're inviting you, yes, you, to make an impact tonight. Donating from the comfort of your own home could not be easier. Just text CIL to 76278 or go online to celebratelive.cilorlando.org. Another fun and exciting way that you can contribute to CIL is through purchasing a virtual key. Don't know what a virtual key is and why you should purchase them? For $20, you will get one key that gets you a chance to win the ultimate Disney experience. 4 Disney Park Hopper passes and a 2-night stay at the Crown Plaza near Universal. Here's how you do it. You go to celebratelive.cilorlando.org to purchase a virtual key. $20 will get you one key, and $100 will get you 6 keys. We will be drawing the winner at the end of our program. Your key could unlock the treasure chest out. You have to win to play. You have to play to win. Our silent auction is still going on, and boy, do we have some fun packages. Whether you like golf, attractions, wine, massages, or more wine, that's me, there is something for everyone. Place your bids now before auction closes at 7:15 p.m. Don't wait. Thank you for tuning in to Celebrating Independence Live. If you're just tuning in this evening, welcome to a true celebration of the impact CIL is making in our community. Super excited. I'm joined by a very special guest tonight, Darrell the Miracle Man Perry. No, Miracle Man's not your middle name. But once you learn about his incredible story about dying and coming back to life, you will be calling him a miracle man too. CIL has been fortunate to help Darrell along his journey of living an independent life. Welcome, Darrell. So happy to have you. It's my pleasure to speak with you. I heard you're a Central Florida native, a graduate of Jones High School, and then you went on to play football at the University of Florida. Tell us about that.
Well, going to the University of Florida, the first day on campus, I was late for a meeting. That's annoying. So the coach ran me after 3 day practice for a week. From that point on, I never been late for anything.
What position did you play?
I played fullback.
Fullback. And then after graduating from University, and go Gators, by the way, after graduating from University of Florida, you went on to, what'd you do after college?
After college, I came back to Orlando and worked for Orlando Utilities. And then I went to work for an investment firm called Lamco, and then Maryland, and then Morgan Stanley.
You had the big financial background, right?
Well, I don't know about financial background, but I did very well.
You did well?
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about March 15th, 2007. You suffered cardiac arrest and remained in a coma fighting for your life. Tell us what happened.
Well, during that time I was married, so my wife and I and some friends had gone out for dinner. And I came home, and then wake up.
That's unbelievable. So tell us what exactly happened after that. You didn't wake up, you came back to life, which is where you got your nickname, the Miracle Man, or
Right.
Miracle Man.
Right. So I was in a coma for 3 weeks. So when I came home now, I had to learn everything all over. I had to learn how to feed myself. As a matter of fact, when I came home in diapers.
Wow. And you have, a lot's happened in 13 years. Tell us, you came out, it's been 13 years since it happened. How have you been doing and how has life changed?
Well, I've been doing great. Life changed because I'm now a single father of 3 kids. My older daughter graduated from the kids, and now my son is going to be a senior on the Gator football team. And then my 16-year-old is going to be a freshman at UF.
There's no Seminoles in there.
No. Seminoles not.
It's not part of your language, is it, my friend?
Oh, no.
You recently came to CIL because you heard they provide assistive equipment like amplified phones. How was the experience and how did that all work out for you?
Well, what the phone does for me is it has a very bright light that helps me realize I have voice messages. Therefore, it makes my life a little easier.
Love that. All right, if you could tell the audience something, what would you say?
Audience, here's the thing about me, and I would love for you all to take this. Whenever you are faced with difficulty, never, repeat this to me,
Never.
quit, never quit.
Get me all choked up, Darrell. All right, and that's good. All right, thanks for sharing your story. You know what? Let's do something special. You ready? We're going to do something special to raise some extra money for CIL so they can continue to provide equipment like wheelchairs and walkers to those in need. We just happen to have a University of Florida football here for signing. And what we want to do, what do we think? What do we want to have, Darrell? What do you think we should start with? Because we want you all to bid on this, and the next person who donates a certain amount of money, I'll let you talk about that, will receive the autographed football. Just text CIL to 76278 or go to the event page, celebratelive.cilorlando.org. All right, so what do you think? We were talking about this before we went live.
Yeah.
What do you think? $25?
What? Come on, man.
I'm kidding. It's worth so much more.
Right. Add a zero.
Add a zero. Okay. So for $250, the first one who bids $250 will get the signed autographed football by you. Correct?
250 is starting.
It's $250 starting. I mean, you don't want to mess with Darrell. He's the Miracle Man. So let's get the text going in. 76728 to CIL. And then are we going to have him sign right here? We're going to have him? All right. So I'm going to give you the football. Okay. You pick your favorite spot. Here we go. All right, guys, if you want to get out and support CIL, oh, gotta look here. If you want to get out and support CIL, this is a great way for you to do it. You can see that Darrell has benefited from the services of CIL, and now we're going to have a signed and autographed Gator football from the one and only Darrell Miracle Man Harry. I'm excited about this. All right, so for everyone watching, there's still time. Yes, we're keeping doing this. Am I rolling? All right, I'm rolling. I like the rolling. For everyone watching, there's still time for you to support the great work CIL is doing in our community, whether it's building ramps and providing durable medical equipment like wheelchairs and walkers so people can remain safe and independent, to serving the youth with disabilities through the annual summer career camp CIL holds. Your donation will improve the life and give opportunities to individuals with disabilities in Central Florida. So please, you want the football, you want to get involved, you want to donate, text CIL to 76278 to make your donation, or go online to celebratelive.cilorlando.org. Also, make sure you browse and bid on some fantastic auction items. We will close the silent auction at 7:15 p.m. At that time, if you're the winning bidder, you'll receive a text letting you know. I know I am eyeing a family fun day bowling. Who doesn't want to bowl? Who doesn't want to go to Boardwalk Bowl, $50 Pizza Hut, and 4 passes to the Kennedy Space Center? Sounds like a lot of fun. Or, as you know me, the wine and the unwind, the wine and the massages, the wine. Sign me up for that. All right, so now it's my pleasure to present our 2 awards for the evening. These two special awards were created by a talented individual who has learned to make the most of his life with a spinal cord injury. Jerry Diaz is a very talented welder whose motto is, "Where there is a wheel, there is a way." Each year, CIL recognizes an individual in our community that embodies the spirit of one of CIL's founders and first executive director, Beverly Chapman. Before we invite this year's award recipient to join us, let's take a look at the history of this award and why this year's recipient is so deserving of this honor.
In 1976, a group of Central Florida disability advocates led by Beverly Chapman came together to create the region's first nonprofit organization dedicated to helping people with disabilities live independently. As CIL's first executive director, Beverly aspired to lift the voices of every person living with a disability in a time when many did not have their own.
And there are millions of other disabled people just like me who could also contribute to this world.
Beverly's legacy lives on as we recognize a leader in the community who shows dedication and perseverance, creating opportunities for inclusion through the work they do in advocating for the rights and liberties of people with disabilities. This year, we are proud to recognize Bill Cowles as our 2020 Beverly Chapman Award recipient.
Well, Bill and my family kind of go back a long way into the early 90s when he was, at that point in time, the assistant for the Supervisor of Elections, who was Dixie Carter. And Bill has just been a stalwart for our community, working back in the early 2000s to try to get us accessible voting equipment. Right now, there is nothing that gives my wife and I, who's also blind, Leslie Spoon, more pride than being able to walk into a polling spot and cast our ballot. And that's because of Bill Cowles and the work he's done here in Orange County. He's just always looking to do the right thing and make sure everybody gets a chance to exercise their most important freedom, which is their right to vote.
So what makes Bill a good leader is he leads from beside us. He doesn't lead from ahead of us. So he's always right next to us, and he's not ever just telling us what to do. He always includes our input. He trusts his leadership, the team that he's created around him, and he's just always really good at listening to us and taking our advice into opinion. So Bill's deserving because he just doesn't do it because he has to. Bill does it because he really wants to and really wants to include the disability community. He goes out of his way to make sure that he goes above and beyond what the law requires, and that we're always finding a way to include the disability community and make sure that they can vote independently and not just with assistance. Bill, you deserve it. You're a great boss, and you're always looking out for the community and making sure that every vote counts.
What are some things that make Bill Cowles a good leader? I think it's his integrity. I think that he has a passion for elections and for the community, and I think that's kind of infectious. So that's part of what makes him a good leader, because when you work for Bill or with Bill, you kind of get that passion for the elections process and to want to help the community with their voting experience. I think Bill is deserving of the award because he has always, again, had a passion for elections. I think that's why he puts his foot forward when he wants to help with individuals who may have a challenge with the voting process, to make sure that they have the same accessibility and eligibility as the community in a whole, I think. And lastly, I just want to say that congratulations, Bill. I'm proud of you. I'm proud to be one of your employees for almost 29 years. And I really think nobody else was as deserving as you were of this award this year. So I want to thank CIL for honoring you, and thank you for all your years of service, not only to voters, but the county and the community in general. Thank you.
All right, it's my honor to be joined by Bill Cowles, Orange County Supervisor of Elections, and this year's Beverly Chapman Award winner. Congratulations, Bill, on this amazing award. Well deserved.
Thank you very much. And I want to say thank you to the CIL board and to their staff for this Beverly Chapman recognition. As you heard in the video, I couldn't do it without the staff that we have at the Orange County Supervisor Elections Office. And so with that, we contracted with CIL to provide disability and sensitivity training to our poll workers, and for our poll workers to be able then to take that knowledge and to use it while working with the voters in Orange County at the elections. And so again, we love the partnership where we can help educate the community, but also to make sure that our staff and our workers know how to make the election process accessible to all voters. So with that, we thank you very much for this recognition and look forward to continuing our partnership with CIL for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Not only do individuals play a role in disability inclusion, but organizations whose mission aligns with the Center for Independent Living and who contribute to making the world a more accessible place are just as valuable. Before we present this year's Champion Award, we have a short video that showcases why this organization is so deserving of the honor. Take a look. All right, I'm also honored to be joined by the president of Share the Love, Jason DeBono, a longtime friend, known him for a very, very long time, but he was much younger when we went to college. I'd like to present you with CIL's Champion Award. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you. It almost seems a bit out of place to be accepting an award from a group that does so much for the community. We're certainly honored and humbled to be the recipient this year, and we certainly thank you. Share the Love's mission is to help provide mobility to those in need. And while we help and identify opportunities to bring wheelchairs and other mobility-related services, it's groups like Center for Independent Living that help us identify the needs in the local communities and neighborhoods. And so without them, we're just a bunch of wheelchairs. With them, we're wheelchairs in a place where need is really identified and where the need is truly needed. So we thank you so much for all that you do. We appreciate our partnership. We look forward to continuing to partner in the future with you guys and helping make the world a different place in terms of mobility and providing the needs and services to those out in the community that without Center for Independent Living would otherwise go underserved. So thank you for all that you guys do, and thank you so much for the award this year. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason, and thank you, Share the Love, for all you do in the community. It's so amazing to see such incredible people and organizations really making a difference. Talking about making a difference, did you know that CIL provides durable medical equipment like power scooters, walkers, and shower chairs to hundreds of individuals each year? Recently, they received a call from Kathy Garrett, a young mom who survived an amniotic embolism and stroke. Kathy had gotten out of rehab but needed a walker to help with daily living activities. That's when she reached out to CIL. Kathy's story is truly an inspirational one, and CIL is thankful to be a part of it, providing something so simple yet so critical for her.
In September, my second daughter was born, and during labor, I survived what's called an amniotic fluid embolism. So that means amniotic fluid or a hair cell or a skin cell or something, some sort of cell from my daughter got in my bloodstream, and I had an anaphylactic reaction to it. So at the same time, I also suffered a stroke. And the doctors were talking about a kidney transplant because my kidneys started to shut down, and then also a double leg amputation because my legs were getting no blood flow. But thankfully, an amazing vascular surgeon was able to put in some stents and restore blood flow. So neither of those were needed, thank God. So yeah, it was a pretty whirlwind experience. And so the stroke has impacted me probably the most. Sometimes I struggle with word recollection, like I'll forget what I'm saying, or mix up words, like, I don't know, say tree when I really meant to say grass, think something like that. Or especially at the end of the day, I notice my speech slows down and I stutter, like when I get tired. And I also get tired really, really easily. Like yesterday I was taking care of my daughter, and after an hour, I just had to sit on the couch and lay down and rest because I not only get physically tired, I get cognitive fatigue as well. So even conversations can be tiring. Well, there's been several days that I've gotten dizzy. So the walker just makes me feel more safe in walking around and ambulating around the house. Also, it's allowed me to start cooking because it's hard for me to stand in one spot for a long time. Or if I'm at the changing table, changing Chloe Ann's diaper, I'll sit down. And it just allows me to do more. Or if I'm putting on my makeup, I'll sit down in the walker to put on my makeup. So I just feel especially with cooking and taking care of the baby, it's just allowed me to do more a lot sooner. I'm really thankful for CIL and giving me the walker. It's just a huge help in making me feel safe in my own home because coming home was really, really scary. I still felt really unsure of myself and walking around the house, especially since being home. I've had some days where I've gotten really dizzy or I'm in a lot of pain. So it just makes me feel safe having it here. And as far as my experience in general has just been wonderful. It kind of feels like a family. And, Gonzalo coming to my home and bringing, hand delivering the walker. I feel in this day and age that doesn't happen a lot. So it's nice, having someone here and bringing it to me, and everyone I've spoken to on the phone, super nice, super professional. And you can tell that the people working for CIL really, really love their job and they have a passion for what they're doing.
It's amazing. You can also help people just like Kathy lead an independent life. All you have to do is donate. Donate. We've made it simple for you to change a life and provide safety and accessibility to many who need it. You can provide hope. Just text CIL to 76278 or go online, celebratelive.cilorlando.org to donate tonight. Don't wait. Change a life tonight. As we come to a close this evening, we want to thank you, really thank you, for making a difference. Thank you for tuning in, for bidding and donating tonight. It's because of you that CIL is able to continue providing opportunities, programs, and services for individuals with disabilities.
Just keep it on that for a little bit.
All right, now to wrap up tonight's program, I'd really like to have CIL's Development Director, Brittany Pilcher, join me for some final remarks and to announce the very lucky winner of the Key Raffle. Hey, what's up, Brittany?
Hey, Ted. Thank you so much for emceeing our first live virtual event here at CIL. I'm just so thankful that you were able to MC tonight. And I just want to also thank some really important people. Our marketing and PR manager, Chance Morrow, is behind the laptop and doing all of our sound and audio. He has been with me on this journey this whole entire way, and I cannot thank him enough. Also, our incredible committee, our Celebrating Independence Live committee. We went from a planned gala to this virtual event in a matter of weeks. And they were so innovative, and they were with us, and they made this happen tonight. Our wonderful board of directors and our executive director and all of our CIL staff, thank you for everything that you do to keep this amazing nonprofit organization running and helping to serve our consumers and break down those barriers. So I have some really exciting news. What you've all been waiting, our virtual key raffle. So when I get the go ahead, I'm gonna let you know who the winner is. So let's see who the winner is gonna be for our key.
what you provide. I mean, I'm not surprised because you're very organized and detailed and such a fantastic development director. So thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you. And you reminded me, tonight's interpreting services are being brought to you by Interpretech. They have been a great partner to CIL, and they're donating our American Sign Language interpreting. So this truly is an accessible program for all. So are we going to get that drum roll? And the winner of our key raffle is... One moment. Melissa Slover, Athey, congratulations. Ooh. Your key unlocked that treasure chest. And we are so enjoy your ultimate Disney vacation, and we will get those out to you in the mail.
It's amazing. I know she's trying to help me so I can read. All right, so thank you all of you for tuning in. And I know I'm really excited to announce we have reached our $20,000 goal this evening. I can't believe it. We reached $20,000 goal. Hope you had fun celebrating with us. This is absolutely amazing. Don't worry if you tuned in late. This entire recording will be available for you to view on CIL's Facebook and YouTube pages. I have to say it's been an incredible honor to MC this tonight. You all made it very easy, and I love the interaction with the audience and with the sponsors and with the supporters. And so thank you very much from me, Brittany, Chance, Jeffrey, and everyone here. Thanks for tuning in and supporting CIL.
And that is it for Celebrating Independence Live!